but I will always show up for some gardening. What kind of weather will I have for that today, Lauren?
Hey, Robbie, if you want to get out and you want to garden, today's actually not going to be too bad of a day for it. Might be a little bit breezy in the afternoons, gusting upwards of around 25 miles per hour. But other than that, it's pretty nice, well, during the day. Now, later on this evening, we're talking about late in the night, we have the chance for a couple rumbles of thunder across North Texas. And if any of those storms do ignite, we have the potential for some pretty large hailstones associated with them. Now, notice my headlines behind me. It shows that tomorrow we are looking at a first alert, and that's going to be because another system will swing through. Big cold front will provide us with some strong to severe thunderstorms, really to the east of the I-35 corridor, something to keep in mind there. And then Tuesday evening into Wednesday, we have another risk for severe thunderstorms back into the forecast. Hey, it is spring and it's looking like spring, definitely. Severe threat tonight again encompasses the entire region. Isolated strong to severe thunderstorms will be probable. Here's the timeline for you. Around 8 p.m. to midnight over across the northwestern counties, I-35 across the Metroplex, midnight to 4 a.m. And then shifting off to the east a bit further, 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. for us over towards Corsicana, Terrell, and into Paris, Texas. So heads up there. We will be looking at some of those rumbles of thunder, and it's all thanks to this setup right here. We have a dry line setup. What that means is the separation between the two air masses, more drier air off to the west and more moist and unstable air mass off to the east. And that's where we sit, and that's why we could see the potential for some stronger thunderstorms later on today. I want to go ahead and take you towards tomorrow, though, because we are looking at that outlook for an isolated threat of stronger thunderstorms and severe weather along that I-35 corridor stretching down into the DFW Metroplex, including Cleburne, Hillsborough. That's for tomorrow, isolated threat. Off to the east a bit further in the yellow, that's where we have the risk for more scattered potential. So let's go ahead and dive into that forecast. Around 5:30 into Sunday, that's when that frontal system starts to swing through. Could be looking at some really strong thunderstorms. This forecast model in particular is indicating some big hailstones up across the northeastern counties. As it continues to move down to the south a little bit further, then we're impacting places like the I-20 and I-30 corridor for your 7 p.m. hour, 8 p.m. over towards Kaufman County, and then continues to exit for a clear night. Now, we'll clear things up into Monday, but another round of severe weather will be likely Tuesday evening into Wednesday. In fact, the Storm Prediction Center has already highlighted a risk for scattered potential development. Again, this is far out, so it's something we still got to keep in mind and a very close eye on, but it's something that could bring some really robust rumbles of thunder to us across the Metroplex, and you want to go ahead and stay, well, first alert. As of right now into Dallas, Texas, we see a little bit of cloud cover, but that will start to dissipate a little bit later on today, allowing for plenty of sunshine. Temperature right now sitting at 66 degrees, but that's not going to be the case in the afternoon. 84 is our high temperature across the Metroplex. Off to the west, we're drier and, well, warmer. Those temperatures are sitting in the 90s. High fire danger off towards the west, so just a heads up for you folks there. We do have that first alert weather day in effect for your Sunday. And then Monday, it's going to be clear. Sunshine will be expected into your Monday. High temperature only reaching around 70 degrees, and that's going to be thanks to, well, that clear air mass that will be in the area. However, a big low in the upper levels will swing through as we head into the start of this next week, and Tuesday will be very windy. Winds from the south around 15 to 25 miles per hour. And again, we talked about Wednesday. We will be looking at the chance for more severe weather then, Robbie.